Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. This is your first time on my channel. My name is Maryann Okonkwo. On this channel I make videos ranging from beauty, lifestyle and vlogs. Very recently I've started incorporating business videos, which includes my journey to entrepreneurship, to girl boss status. Okay, so if those are video areas that interest you, then definitely consider or subscribe to my channel. Welcome to the family in advance, and if you're a returning subscriber, you guys know I have nothing but love for you guys. Don't worry, very soon I'm going to be doing a video where I'm going to be shouting out all my most supportive subscribers, telling you guys a little bit about them and encouraging you guys to go subscribe to their channel. And it's going to be based on the most frequent comments on my videos. Like, I'll just go through my comments for the most recent 2 or 3 months and just select that. But that's not what this video is about. Today, I have decided to make a video that has been the most requested for a very long time. I keep stalling on it just because I just feel I'm not in that position to really advise you on what kind of brushes to use or what's not, because I'm also growing my brush collection. But right now, I've got a couple of more brushes. I've used all the brushes for a very long time. So I know my staple, I know my go-to brushes, which are the brushes I'm going to be recommending to you guys, because I know how hard and how expensive brushes are. So if you can just get these brushes, then you're definitely good to go. So I'm going to be starting off with the big brushes, that's face brushes, and then we move on to eyeshadow or eyes brushes. Those are like the main two kidney. If you're a makeup artist, you definitely need them. So let us start off with face brushes, shall we? The very first brush that you need is a flat brush. It's not compulsory. Even I don't use it all the time, but I find myself reaching out for this whenever I'm working on a client. The reason being that this is what I use to apply moisturizer. This is what I use to apply maybe liquid highlighter. This is also what I use to apply anything liquid or moisturizer. It's a flat brush. People call this flat foundation brush. In the like 2 years, 3 years back, because it was called flat foundation brush, a lot of people used to use this to apply foundation. But I remember back then that even then I didn't know how to use this as a foundation brush. I was like, how do you guys do it? You know, and when they use it, it's always like very nice, but when I use it, oh my goodness, it comes out like horrible. So I only use this on clients to apply moisturizer, primer, and any liquid base that I need to apply. And next, of course, I use this. If you guys have been watching my makeup tutorials, you know that I always use this brush. It's a multi-purpose brush. If you look at it very well, it's also very fluffy, very dense. It's like I don't know what they call this, maybe a dense dome brush or something. You can call it a foundation buffing brush. So this is what it basically looks like. It's very thick on the roots, and it's also very soft. Can you see? So I use this to apply my foundations sometimes, and that's whenever I can't reach my beauty blender, which in most cases never, because I always have my beauty blender. But I always use this to contour. And the reason why I use this, oh my goodness, it blends your contour like a dream. Like, it just glides on, especially if you're working with cream products. It's a beautiful, wonderful brush to have. I bought this at Eco Market for, I think, 400 naira. And there's no name written on it, but you know where they sell makeup stuff. So they also sell brushes, like single brushes. So I just went there, picked up a couple of brushes. You know, that's why I also got most of my brushes from. But now I started getting them from AliExpress. I'll tell you guys about it in a bit. So just hold on, watch this video to the end if you want to find out. So I really like this brush. It's really nice. It gets in there, it blends it like a dream. It's almost like using a beauty blender. I also use this for my foundation. The only thing with foundation is if your foundation is very liquidy, it's going to leave like brush strikes on your face as you go. So you might have to go back and use a beauty blender just to get rid of those lines. But for contouring, oh my god, it does a beautiful job. I use it to contour my cheeks. I also use it to blend out my nose contour, and I find that this one works the best compared to even this small one that you're supposed to use to blend your foundation, to blend your contour on your nose. But this does a wonderful job. I just like bend it this way and use the the edge of the brush like this and just blend, and it blends it beautifully. The next brush is a powder brush. Everybody needs a powder brush. The more powder brush you have, the safer and better you are, because you don't want to be using one powder brush on like 5 clients, so you need to get as many as you can. I have like maybe 3 or actually I think I have just 3 or 4. But I ordered a set of brushes again off AliExpress after trying out the one I bought, and it turned out very nice. I'm ordering more, so they're arriving. It's fast shipping, so it should arrive next week. Okay, I might do a video, I might not, but let me know if you're interested. You want to see the review about the brushes. I also have a video review about the Morphe brushes that I also got from Morphe. So this is a powder brush. You can see it's just like this one. The only difference is that this one is shorter and denser, while this one is, so this is what it looks like, right? This one, the only difference between the two is that this one is shorter and more full. It's like it's denser than this one, while this one is fluffy, so to say. You can see that this one is bending backwards, and that's because it's long. Can you see the difference? Yeah, so that's basically that. I use this to apply my powder, just to dust up, like powders all over my face. This is a wonderful brush, and you can see that it's like round. So I know that there are bigger ones than this, but I find that this one works the best for me. And I also use this one. This brush I've been using for God knows how. You can even tell by the handle that this brush has seen better days. This is the brush set that my mom or my dad got for me when I started makeup like 4 or 5 years ago. So this brush is like 5 years 5 years old, but I really love it because it's really soft and it's easy to wash. And I like that all my brushes, most of them are black. It's only this new set of brushes that I'm getting now that are white, because white brushes are a little bit hard to wash. That's why you see most of my white brushes blue highlight from the blue eyeshadow. It's crazy. So always try to get black brushes if you can. Next is the blush brush. So you would, if you look carefully, it's like your eyeshadow blending brush, but it's bigger. So it comes like this, and then it comes like so. So this is what it looks like. It's very fluffy, and the reason why I like this is if you look carefully, it's full here, and then it starts shedding to form like a pointy tip here. So the reason why I like this is it's very soft, and it just blends your blush, your contour powder very well. It doesn't pack a lot of products here, that's the word, and it blends it really nice. It's like a pro blending brush for blushes, for contour, not cream contour. Like if you want to set your cream contour on your face, this is an absolutely amazing one. I also use this to contour my nose. So after contouring my face with this, I just press it together and then just contour my nose. You guys would have seen me do this a lot of times if you've been watching my makeup tutorials. So yeah, this brush is by 4Color. I don't know if you can see the name written on it, but it washed off. But yeah, I think so. I was gifted this when they sent me a PR package. It's a set of 8. I did do a giveaway, so if you want the brush, kudos to you, girl. You're enjoying a good brush, and the brushes are really good. So it comes with a blending brush, highlighter brush. I'm going to show you guys one of my second favorite brush from them. It's really nice. Their products are really good. So if you're looking for something really nice, the only thing though is I wish they had like a brush set that had more brushes. The brush set that for this one, I think it's 12 in 1 or 8 in 1. I can't really remember, but it's really good. All their brushes are very sturdy. They feel really quality. They feel like solid. Do you know, like it's not flimsy like this one that I've been using. Oh, the irony, this one has lasted 5 years. Now for my favorite brush from 4Color, it's like this one, only that it's smaller, right? So this is the big one, this is the small one. This one I use to apply my highlight, and it applies it beautifully. Let me show you. So this is their highlighter, and you just rub it in, and then you just apply it. And it applies it beautifully. This brush, as I said, all their brushes are really, they are dense, they don't shed. It's really good. The only thing is the stick here removes, so I had to use super glue to fix it. But the hair itself doesn't remove, unlike the yellow handle brushes. There are some of them that the hair like falls off, but this one doesn't do that. Now there's this one is like dense. It's like a powder brush, but very small. So it's like this one, but shorter and smaller. So I used to use this to contour, but the only thing with this, because it's small, you have a large area to small areas that this can cover. So I don't really recommend this. The only thing I recommend using this for is to blend your nose contour, you know, here, and then to blend out like your concealer on your eyelid. So that's what this one is good for. Again, I bought this one from a co-market. Luckily, there's a number on it. It says MK08, I think. Now there's this one. This one is what I used to use. So it looks like this. It's like a small, dense blending brush, but it's bigger than a regular blending brush. And I like to use this one to blend my contour when I'm feeling extra, when I'm feeling bougie. And, you know, I want you guys to know that I have plenty of brushes, one brush for every function. So, but I don't do that anymore. As I said, I just use this contour with this and then just use the side, because this works wonders. This is my favorite out of all these brushes. If there's anything you're going to take out, these two, my favorites from like my face brush set. So this I used to blend out my nose contour. I also use it to blend out concealer on my eyelid, and it does a beautiful job. So that's basically everything with the face. This one too is also like this for color, but this one is smaller. If you look carefully, let me show you. So yeah, that's basically that with face brushes. So now let's talk about eyeshadow, because that's very, very important. Your eyeshadow blending brushes will either make or mar you. So keep watching to find out. Now, because you're working on the eyes, you do require like a good amount of eyeshadow blending brushes, especially because you don't want any colors transferring to where you don't want it to transfer to. Now, let's start off with an interesting brush that I don't know why people use it for their brows, right? The angled flat brush. I've seen a lot of people successfully use it to clean their brows. Let me tell you, girls and ladies, this has never worked for my brows. Maybe that's why many people's brows are always like weird looking, because it's angled. I don't know. I don't think you're supposed to use this for your brow. I don't know how they do it. Maybe you can manage to use it for underneath your brows, but for the top, like, do you hold it like this? It's just very strange. The only thing I use this for is to apply liner, gel liner on my lash line. I also use this to doing like a thin line, like I want to do like cat eye. I use this as well if I can't find my MacBook liquid liner. So this is what it looks like. They come in a couple of different sizes. So I think this one is the medium one. There's the extremely small one. I also don't know what people use this for. Oh, okay, so another thing I use this for is if I'm doing, maybe I forgot my eyebrow pencil, right? I can use my brown eyeshadow as a brow product. So I just use this and just use it to create lines. And that seems to work. Aside that, that's for the eyes, okay? For blending brushes, let me show you the ones I use. They are all the same. They all do the same thing. But there are 3 brushes that you need. One for your crease, one for above your crease, and one for your outer lid, and then one for your inner lid. Now let's start with outer lid. Outer lid, you want it to be as fluffy and not so dense, because you want it to just blend out the hash line on your crease as flawless as possible. So you want it to be fluffy, not too dense. So you want to go for blending brushes that are long like this and fluffy, not dense. So I don't know if you can see this. Yeah, so something like this would work, but it's, if you look carefully, it's like dense. Yeah, even something like this is okay. So yeah, I think this is it. So this is like the clean one. You just use this and blend out the outer part of your crease. This one too, I also use to blend out the outer part of my crease as well. Now for your crease itself, you want something that is dense, that will pack the color and leave it there and blend, you know, not so much. Do you get? So what you're looking for is something like this 4-color highlighting brush, but a very small one for eyeshadow, something like this. So you can see it looks like the highlighting brush, but this one is smaller. So what this does, it's short here, full at the center, and then it comes out small. So when you use this, it packs the product on the tip, and then when you put it on your crease, because you know your crease is inside, that tip part will get into that inside of the crease. I don't know how to explain it, but if you've been applying eyeshadow, you would understand what I'm saying. So that's that with this one. They come in different sizes, different shape as well. Just get a bunch of them. They're usually like this. Just get a couple of them. So just so you understand, the shorter ones you use on your crease, the longer ones you use to blend out the outer part of your thing. So if you look carefully at this one, you see that these two are shorter than this. The longest is this one. So these two I would typically use on my crease, and then this one I'll use on my outer crease because it's fluffy and it's long, and it's going to blend it loosely without getting rid of too many colors. So that's that. And finally, for your lid, you want to use something flat. And if you can get flat and fluffy, that's even better. Something like this for color brush. It's flat, but at the same time also very fluffy. So it packs the color and also blends at the same time. And another brush you need to also get in addition to that one is a flat brush. Something like this or something like this. I know this brush is like super old. It's like the powder brush I showed you guys, like 5 years old. So but I really love this brush, especially for my brows. Come on, focus. Yeah, so it's like a C-shaped concealer brush. This is what I used to clean my brows. I would never use an angled brush to clean my brows. It would be a disaster. And then this one as well to just pack the color, and this one does a really good job, and it covers a large area very quickly. That's why I really like this one. You can see that it's pretty large, so it gets the job done. And to blend out the concealer on my eyes just before the whole eyeshadow blending, of course I would use a soft dense brush like the contouring dense brush that I have, but this one is a small one. I talked about this earlier on when I was talking about the face brushes. And you need a liner brush, this one. So this is a liner brush. I use this one to draw my liner, like on my lash line. I also use this to, I think that's the only thing I do, my liner and also my waterline. So it does a great job. It's very precise. It's more precise than the angled brush, so that's why I only use the angled brush because it makes it easier. The angled brush is more precise than the liner brush. And it's also good to wash your brushes all the time. It's going to lose it. First, the glue is going to loosen, and then you have to start using glue, super glue. So you want to be very careful. I would advise getting this spray alcohol. So you just spray it on the brush and then you clean it on a piece of wipe. You leave it to sun dry, and that's basically everything. I think I pretty much covered all the brushes that you need. The only thing I forgot to mention is a spoolie mascara wand brush. You brush it just to blend the brow products into your brows, and that's basically all the brushes that I highly recommend for makeup beginner makeup artist, or you're new to makeup. Those brushes are absolutely essential. If you're not into makeup artistry and you just want to do makeup for yourself, then you probably don't need most of the eyeshadow blending brushes. But if you're into makeup artistry, you definitely need them, and even more. So those are the essential brushes. I advise buying 2 or 3 or even 4 of each of them, so you don't end up using one brush on 5 times, because nobody likes that. It's not hygienic. Then let me know if there's a brush that I didn't mention, and yeah, I'll be happy to list them down below. I'm also going to leave a link in the description box that takes you or redirects you to where you can buy your brushes on AliExpress. If you're in the US, it ships faster, but if they have to ship it from China, it's gonna take much longer. Plus, it's also cheaper shipping from China, so if you can wait like 2 months, yeah, no problem. So I'm gonna link it. I actually purchased more just because I tried the brushes and they were really good, and they're currently doing a sale, so why not? They're doing like November something Black Friday sale, so definitely want to check AliExpress for all your stuff, purchase it, and then forget about it for 2 or 3 months. All right, guys, love you guys. Stay safe, stay blessed. I remain your one and only Maryann. Peace out.